Afternoon, I'm Natalie from the Philippine Star. So, my first question for the organizers, can you give us an idea what this competition is about? And why did you bring the girls here?
Alright. Pasensyahan po natin boses ko po. Pilit ko magawing babae. Lumalabas talaga pagkalalaki ng araw na to. Yes. Top Supermodel is a brand, Australian brand, that merging pageantry into the editorial world. We are getting some of the practices that we have from the pageantry, bringing it to the fashion industry. One of this one is the advocacy. Second is actually about the speaking ability. So, we are also introducing a new kind of model. We do have runway models, billboard models, streams. At Top Supermodel, we are introducing what we call the fusion models. Fusion models are models who are speakers who have been champion runways and prints. And why the Philippines? The Top Supermodel has a 5 runway competitions and shows. We do have the ground competitions in Melbourne. We do have the swimsuit competition in Sydney. We do have the preliminary and international runway here in the Philippines. We would like to make a new benchmark and standard that in national competitions abroad, we can then conduct preliminary in other countries. Why? Because we are promoting cross-cultural here. We would like to merge the culture of Australia and the Philippines. Now you might ask why the Philippines as well. Why not? Philippines is the home of the first supermodel in Asia by the name Ana Baile. And currently, we are, whether they like it or not, data is not lying, Philippines is the one to beat in the pageant world. So we do have the fashion, modeling, and we do also have the pageantry. So this is a perfect destination for us, for the cruise culture, and to share the models here in the Philippines.
Thank you so much for that.
Thank you, parang parang pageant din po. So, pero, okay, last 2 questions. What are the prizes at stake?
So the prizes at stake is that we have only one winner for this competition. So prize we do have is starting at 10,000 Australian dollars. We do also have at least the whole 1 year for 50,000 contracts. Sponsors, major sponsors, they will represent also, of course, brand narratives for our partners, sponsors, and major sponsors as well. But one of the greatest prize of the Top Supermodel is she will going to host a digital talk show called Fashion Microphone on Top Supermodel Channel TV that we are producing digitally.
Last question, just want to clarify, this is just for, this competition is open for ladies based in Australia only.
That is correct. What we are witnessing right now is what we call the Top Supermodel as a brand. But what we are promoting right now is the Top Supermodel Australia. So all of the 25 diverse beauty in Australia is landing here in the Philippines for the preliminary competitions and international runway using the Filipino designers.
Thank you so much, Ms. Natalie. All right, so we have another question right
Yes,
here.
follow-up question from Ambat Nabus po. Speaking of the advocacies of these supermodels, how do you help these contestants, or what do you call this, pageant contestants, in terms of, you know, the advocacy that they are
The
promoting?
good thing about Top Supermodel is that we let the audience to define us. We're not gonna define who we are. Are we pageant or are we a fashion model? It's all up to you guys. There is no category, there is no proper terminology for us. Let the people judge, let the people tell their story on what they witnessed with us. You can call them models, you can call them candidate. Alright? So going back to your questions about the how we would going to help them, we do have also what we call 10 days comprehensive training. That 10 days comprehensive training is divided in different dates. So we do have what we call pageant and modeling etiquettes to be conducted by one renowned beauty maker from the Philippines. So we also have what we call the hosting training. We also have photography training, pasarela, and catwalk training. With your questions in advocacy, we do have manuals for the advocacy. So the organizations, we're going to sit down with the ladies, gathered all their advocacies, and we were going to sit down on how to curate or to create their own advocacy. And that is something that they were going to promote because there is a speech competition. There is no Q&A, but there will always be a speech competition in Top Supermodel, which is all about their advocacy.
Bongga, congratulations. Last question. Are you going to bring in also the Philippine fashion in terms of yung mga kasuotan, design, or what?
Perfect. As I said earlier, it's a cross-cultural. We are bringing here the candidates of the Top Supermodel in the Philippines, and we are bringing the designers of Filipino. Excuse me. We are bringing the designers of Filipino designers in Australia naman. So one of the designers, I would like to take this opportunity as well to invite everybody. It's coming August 6, our official press con here in Manila, which we're going to be announcing all our designer partners, LGU partners, and the setup board of judges. Para lang po sa mga nandito ngayon, one of our designers going abroad in Australia is Malta Guba for the gown competition. Sitting as a judge, I already have a conversation to him yesterday. I think it's all about positive as a judge. Sitting as a judge is Michael Cinco as well.
Wow. Will we be seeing a Filipino fashion models also?
So, the criteria for becoming a candidate for Australia's Top Supermodel, you need to become a PR or citizen. And we do have one Filipina competing in Australia who is half Australian and half Filipina. Yeah.
Right now, ilan sila? Tatlo sila nandito ngayon.
Tatlo po sila. Ang darating po dito is, they're actually 4, but the youngest, the 17 years old, together with her mom, need to fly back to Australia because she also have an examination in the school. But we will have 25 diverse beauty from Australia.
Thank you and congratulations. Do you want to be the next Top Supermodel?
Wow. Pang Miss Universe.
It would be a complete honor to be the next Top Supermodel for sure. Working with these lovely people has been an amazing experience. They care about their models, all of us. They've taken good care of us and helped us to grow and develop our skills completely. And I don't think that will change at all working with them in the future. To become the next Top Supermodel would truly be an honor. I aspire to use my platform to advocate for helping support children and create educational, equitable opportunities. I'd like to become an international teacher, go over to other countries and remote areas to help the students learn, help provide them with support and equipment and things like that. So I really want to use my platform to create charities and help bring people together for that reason. So becoming the next Top Supermodel will help me ultimately achieve that goal and continue in the modeling world.
Yes, Jordan. How about you, Gracie?
To be the next Top Supermodel would be probably the greatest honor of my life. Honestly, I have been modeling for over 10 years and it's a huge passion of mine. I even did my bachelor in fashion and business. And so this whole industry is something that I absolutely adore. And working with everyone has been such a lovely experience. And I really enjoy how this competition you get to advocate for causes that is dear to your heart. Mine is, I have stage 3 endometriosis, which I found out a couple of months ago, and I'm really keen to raise awareness for it. And I think this competition would help bring it to many people's houses, and especially if they're dealing with chronic illness, it can really help women's lives to get it checked. So to be the next Top Supermodel and just have that awareness and all of that training and just be the best version of myself, I just would be, it's insurmountable to say. Thank you.
Thank you. How about you, Stevie?
As an Indigenous Australian woman, I want to be a voice and an advocate for other Indigenous Australian children that don't have a voice to follow their dreams. I want to be that voice to advocate for other Indigenous children, and by winning Top Supermodel, I will be able to use my platform to be able to motivate other Indigenous children and help them reach their dreams just like I have.
Thank you. Okay, for my last question. In terms of the qualifications for top supermodel, who are some of the celebrities you idolize or you look up to?
Sorry, I didn't hear that. I am so new to the industry. This is my first modeling or pageantry that I have done. So I'm still learning about everyone in the industry. I do apologize for not knowing ahead of time. Regarding to my advocacy, I look up to people who create awareness and work with children to support them, especially in remote areas and developing countries. There's a lot on social media that spread awareness, that give their help, and that is what I have that is what has inspired me truly. For modeling, my twin sister, she is a model as well. She has inspired me as well. She has supported me throughout this. She's the one who actually, she applied to be a part of this opportunity and she was accepted. However, with her schedule, she wasn't able to do so this time around. So she recommended me, and I thank God she did, because her support towards me for this opportunity has really allowed me the confidence to join, to be a part of it, which I'm so grateful for.
There's so many people that inspires me in the modelling world. Jennifer Hawkins, Miranda Kerr, they're just beautiful women who have, had a very long career and very successful, and I loved their strength and their resilience in the industry, even during the hard times. So yes, they have inspired me.
I have a whole range of inspiration, starting with Kendall Jenner, Cara Delevingne, Bella Hadid, Jasmine Stringer, which is the current Miss World Australia. I previously worked with her as well, and she really inspired me to get into the pageant scene. I really look up to fellow pageant contestants and Miss Worlds, and so there's a lot of people really. Thank you for your
Thank you,
question.
ladies, and good luck.
Thank you. Thanks.